Hello everyone, good evening. Very warm welcome to July Rainbow Option Master Trial. Thank you everyone, those who have joined live and those who will be watching the recording. Very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Good evening, Ramaswamy sir, Bikram ji, Shagnik ji, Rajiv sir, good evening and welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you that you could spend your precious Sunday evening with our option discussion with me. Some of you may not know much about me. I'm a multi-asset trading and investment specialist. I started my journey back in 2009, more so in 2010. 2010, largely my experience, my exposure has been in the global markets. I started my career with foreign exchange. It was kind of love at first sight, and it still remains till this day. You can know more about me by visiting my website. Some of you might have already visited the website as you have received the link of joining or registration. I'm holding this session. Last time I actually held our option master workshop. The reason to hold this is I have found that though my courses are a bit advanced, means I expect the learners to know about basics of options like or even some intermediate or advanced level, and then we can talk about further, but that is not the case. मुझे बहुत बार देखने को मिला कि एवरेज नॉलेज ऑन ऑप्शंस is on the much lower side. That's why I held this option master workshop where we covered several topics to improve the knowledge basics of option, guided struggling traders, discussion credit spread and income strategy. Further inspiration mila, someone has reached out to me. In the option master workshop, I showed how to trade options using the Rainbow Option Master tool as well as without it. Now since then several requests has come up to hold the session again, as well as requests for the Option Master trial, both from on behalf of the learners as well as on behalf of Elan Markets. However, holding such sessions where we will include lot of knowledge session as well, it is difficult to hold, means it requires longer duration and completely separate sessions from my ongoing batches. However, what you have joined today is not an option workshop. I plan to hold the option workshop again. Possibly I'll try in September or after our beloved Durga Puja. And I plan to hold another option session without, means I'm going to teach about a strategy, belly of the bear. Also the trial will remain, so one can use the option master tool as well as the other technique without any indicator shown. They can benefit from them. However, psychology will continue to play a major role. That's why the person who has reached out to me suggested that he is now earning 3 to 5% per week, which I think could be on the higher risk side. but it inspired me to hear that some people are listening. Yes, they are following it up and trying to make a difference in their investment journey. I personally trade commodities, gold, silver, crude oil, natural gas, Nifty future, Nifty options, stocks, Indian stocks, as well as international stocks, US stocks such as Amazon, Tesla, Chinese stocks such as QSG, NIU, XPEV, that is world's first flying car maker. So I invest across the globe as well as across the asset class. And in my journey, I have found that option, if you use it strategically, it can be significantly beneficial. However, there are certain problems to effectively playing the option, having the right mindset, knowing the few strategies like bull call spread or bear put spread or bull put spread. These are spread strategies or under vertical strategy category. Knowing them alone is not enough. How you play it, when you play what strategy, that is also very important. Option is a beautiful instrument because I am personally a trend trader. Means when commodities, gold, silver, you can check out my videos. Broadly, I am in the right direction of the market. And commodity futures, I prefer when the trend is there. I will be able to make the most money out of it. Whereas option is an instrument which can be played in directional market as well as non-directional market, high volatility market as well as low volatility market. And I'll highlight, though the course is not covering the basics, but many of you have highlighted that your knowledge level is almost at the zero level or at the basic level. I took a survey by putting poll. Many of you have voted that your level is either zero or at the basic level where you know how to put orders as well as you know what is call, what is put. Today's class, I will highlight certain part of this psychology portion as well as some basic option touching, and if you have any query regarding options, I will try to answer them best of my knowledge. In addition to that, the main highlight of this particular, since it is not an option workshop, it is about the trial. And the option workshop I need to hold at least throughout 20 days to let people digest the content and from basic to the trading activity level, मतलब जिसमें आपको पैसा कमाई. This is more of a 1 week journey, but an interesting one. First, today is the basic, where I expect that you will be much more prepared when you join these two sessions. Interestingly, these two sessions are for rainbow batch or the batch which covers option. That means some of the students who are already enrolled, you will be joining with them. You can directly get their feedback as well as you can look at our discussion. And finally, we will end it in the next Saturday with any query that you might have. This is the, option workshop. I'm in the wrong page. This is the one, This is the one. 16th and 18th July. And 19th July, which is Saturday, will be the query addressing. Once you get I'll get to the more option discussion, but let me first highlight Don't hurry for the access, because you want to make money, and money cannot be made by hurrying into the game. हड़बड़ी करने से पैसा नहीं बनेगा. So don't hurry to get immediately access of the tool. This is the option master tool, which gives away the signal, but I expect the learners to grow beyond the signal. The signals are there to guide you, but once you have understood how you play, you can grow beyond the signal. And if you had this basic query, which every class I start, whenever Rainbow Batch is starting, I always start. And the question is, do you need this option master tool to become a successful trader? The answer is no. The answer is simply no. But at the same time, I will also say it is a very powerful and a very useful tool to have. In your option journey, this can guide you, but let some of the class happen first. Like today's discussion, join the credit spread discussion with the regular batch, and whenever you feel ready, there will be a form shared in the group. And once the form is shared, I will be needing your TradingView ID, which will be available if you click here. This is my ID. You will find your ID. I will be needing your ID to give you access to the tool. If you put your email address, I cannot give you the access. I will definitely be needing this TradingView ID to give you access to the tool. So this is the basic what I wanted to go ahead before going to today's topic. Any trading will incur certain cost. Let us first focus how can we become profitable. Easy, cut the loss or stop losing. How can you stop losing? That means there are areas where you are losing money. If you cut those, then your winning chance increases. There are three areas is costing you money, actual money. Number one, the analytical tools. Like for example, this option master tool or even a trading view chart. Once again, let me tell you about trading view charts. If you thought you need the candlesticks knowledge to become a successful trader, once again, wrong. You don't need them. They are definitely useful. I'm not saying they're not useful. But is it a mandatory requirement to become a successful trader? No. How can I say this with confidence? Because my first mentor, Dr. Bobby Srinivasan, who has passed away in 2023, he was an option seller in Chicago Mercantile, means US market. He was Singapore citizen, not Indian. And he used to trade Euro USD and gold. And he did not know candlesticks and was earning lakhs of dollars per month. So I can say with confidence, like I said, you don't definitely to become successful, you don't need the tool. Similarly, you don't need the candlesticks. You need the right mindset. Some tools you definitely require, that is the Dow structure. What is Dow structure? The basics of the market. With the simple Dow structure, I have shown how you can make money in my option workshop. This is the Dow structure, higher high, higher low, which means market is in a bull phase. While this is all good, if you are trading stocks, looking at the weekly chart of Nifty 500, not 50, Nifty 500 for stocks, if you decide to invest, always look for a bull market with the Dow structure and remain invested. But when it comes to option, they are better played in the short-term charts, like 125 minutes, or if you don't have a trading view paid account, largely you'll have to restrict yourself to the 2-hourly chart. Option, I'll give you the basics since some of you highlighted that you don't know the basics. But before that, let me highlight the tools that you might need. As I said, first step is the analytical cost. That is the trading view, Rainbow Option Master tool, for example. Sensible if you don't have Zerodha account. For Zerodha account, it is free. If you don't have the Zerodha account, it's cost 5,500 around rupees per year, or 10,000 around rupees for 2 years. You can cut the analytical cost, which may include any course as well, but the course you should divide in 5 years to determine what is your running cost. Any business which this is has a running cost, and trading ka running cost is the lowest if you compare with any other type of business. Second cost is your brokerage cost. While analytical cost, if you want, you can cut down to zero. Brokerage cost you cannot cut to zero unless you stop trading. If you trade, some brokerage cost, transaction cost, STT, all will be included. These two costs are different. In the analytical cost, the moment you cut the analytical cost, it may hurt your performance if you do not make proper adjustment to your trading plan or process, means how you come to a trading decision. So analytical cost moves proportional to your performance, whereas brokerage cost, the better trader you become, the brokerage cost tends to come down. And the third one is actual loss. Actual loss, making it zero, is impossible in trading. That means we will definitely incur certain cost. So I'll ask you to focus on how you cut down this cost. And if you are trading for say 2 years or 3 years, you will see your brokerage cost and your actual loss is way more than your analytical cost. For example, in today's world, analytical cost has become very cheap. Someone has, for example, taken from you everything. I use, for example, macro, micro, sensible, trading view premium account, you take everything. And another person who did not take anything. Both can be successful, but only the cost difference can be 250 rupees per day. It cannot be more than that. It could be even lower than that. But if you look at the crowd, I'm not talking about any individual. If you look at the crowd is first focused on cutting the analytical cost. Why? Because it is the most visible one. Very few even take a look at their brokerage cost, and those who are loss maker, they fear taking look at their past data of loss making. That makes the analytical cost most visible. Second, the analytical cost, be stockage, trading view, anything, largely has to be paid like sensible upfront. एक साथ देना पड़ेगा पूरा 12 month का cost. Now how the thinking goes, every month my cost of say household cost, आपका खाने का घूमने का cost, for example say 50,000 or 30,000, you add this trading view cost along with it and calculate. That cannot be done. It has to be treated as separate business. Same you will treat any other business like even shop opening. When you do an account of a business, you don't take the cost of your household into it. How next is, how much time will it require? For this trading, time is required. You have to give time to the market. How much time is required? I will say 2.5 hours per day. That will make 12.5 hours per week. In the weekend, about 2 hours, 14.5 hours per week. And trust me, you can do it because you are already spending way more than that in your job or any other business that you are doing. You cannot come up with any other business which offers or can offer higher return in giving such low time. Be very aware when Narayan Murthy, the Infosys chairman, the founder, is asking for 70 hours per week. The L&T chairman has called for 90 hours per week. I will think that is crazy. After a while, 40 years, 45, 50, you will see a lot of time has just gone away by traveling, going, and forcefully sometimes sitting over there in your job place. I'm not saying not anyone like your job. Maybe you do business, you definitely like your business. But this can give an add-on income. And once you start doing it for quite a number of years, the account value will start significantly growing. Even if you start with low capital, with higher return possibility of option, you can generate wealth, say 5-6 years down the line. Even if you are starting with 5 lakhs, it can turn into significant high corpus. Few problems. This option game cannot be played with very low capital because they require certain adjustments. Best capital to start with could be 5 lakhs. More is better. There is no limit. Anything you go below 3 lakhs, the game becomes tougher. Why? Simply because if you buy 10 lot, brokerage is 20. If you buy 1 lot, brokerage is 20. So if you are playing with the low margin, low capital, your brokerage and other cost can be significant. The higher the capital you have, the average brokerage cost comes down. Sensible is a very powerful tool. How to trade with it? Once you log into Zerodha, you go to trade and strategy builder. For example, you create a strategy. And this trade all, I'm currently logged in with Google, not with the actual account. When you trade all, the order will be executed if you place at market. This is how you place the trade. You can make it manual by going here. These are called option chain, which is available in NSE option chain as well. Like stock has certain price, option also has certain buy and sell price, bid and ask. But in option, they are called the premiums, because option is theoretically a complicated instrument, theoretically, because it is pricing the chance. Just like its name says, it's an option. What is it? For example, sorry. For example, if I want to buy this 25,200 call, it basically means if I bought it, I have bought a right to buy Nifty at 25,200, no matter where it goes. Even if it reaches 27,000, if I am holding this option, I have a right to buy Nifty at 25,200, and then I will sell it to the market at 27,000 and I earn a profit. Whereas if Nifty is say 25,000 at the end of the month, I will not be exercising this option. I don't want to buy Nifty at 25,200 when it is already trading in the market at 25,000. That means this chance value completely turns into zero at the end of the period. And what is put? Put gives us right to sell. I'm holding, for example, 25,500 put, and Nifty is trading 25,150. That means I have a right to sell Nifty at 25,500 if today is the expiry. And since there is no free money, as Nifty drops, the option premium price goes up, because it cannot allow you, the market, to get free money. Like it will not stay at 25,500 when it is falling. It will already price in the gap. 150 is the current price, 500 is your strike. The value of the option will be minimum the 350 rupees, minimum. Because currently market is 150, and this is my right to sell Nifty at 25,500. The gap is 500 minus 150, that is 350 rupees. That is already getting reflected in the option premium. That means we have understood, as the market goes up, call value goes up. And as the market goes down, put value tends to go up, because you have a right to sell with put, and with call you have a right to buy. Pricing this right, this chance, is in theory is actually very complicated. Let me show you the formula. Black-Scholes model. This is a complicated formula, which you need not know. If you knowing, I'm not saying that you don't know, but it is not required to become a profitable trader. Because those who invented this option pricing formula that is used till today, the Black-Scholes model, Fisher Black, Myron Scholes and Robert Martin, they received Nobel Prize for this Black-Scholes model of option pricing. Now, these Nobel laureates who created the option pricing model was in the board decision making, means investment decision making board of LTCM, long term capital management. The fund went bankrupt around 2001 and it was the single biggest bankruptcy of that time. That means even those who created the option pricing formula could not become successful in actual trading. They took way more leverage. They did not buy call, they did not buy put, they did an arbitrage, which theoretically risk-free, a mispricing. So they thought they are going for the mispricing, and as the mispricing will close, they will make lot of money. But before the mispricing became close, it went wide, और बड़ा हो गया mispricing. And the whole LTCM, you can read about it. Book का नाम है When Genius Fails. When Genius Fails, that is the story of the LTCM crash. So you can treat options in a more complicated way, or you can treat options in a more simple way as a strategic investment or a strategic money maker. Few strategies that you need to know, what I expect to know from you is bull call spread, because we never, I'll come to the psychology, but let me highlight vertical spread. मतलब क्या है? Bull call spread, let me once again go to the Nifty option chain. Let's check 24th of July options. Now, if I buy a 25,200 call and market goes up to 25,500, I will make a lot of money. I'll make a lot. Oh God. Sorry. I'll be making a lot of money if it goes suddenly up to 25,500. But that is uncertain. I expect price to go up, but not above 400, for example, because 25,500 is an important psychological level. Last में 0 है. So what I will do, I will buy a 25,200 call here. Simple, the way you buy Reliance, click, click. Same you buy here. This is the price. And I will sell a 45 here, 25,400 call. इसको बोलते हैं बुल कॉल स्प्रेड. ये जो एक बेचा, सॉरी एक खरीदा, that is the trade, and this 25,400 is the hedge. रिस्क को कट ऑफ करना. What if it goes down? If market goes down and I have bought 25,200 call, my loss will be 110. This is the value 110 multiplied by contract size, that is 75. मतलब 7,500 रुपए per contract I will lose. Whereas if I do 25,200 buy and 400 sell, net I paid 109 minus 45, so 110 minus 45, which is coming around 65, multiplied by 75, around 5,000 rupees I'm going to lose. So I cut my risk significantly lower. This is called a spread. Rather than buying a naked, if I buy only this call 25,200, it is called naked call buying, which is available in the sensible strategy: buy call, sell put. If market is bullish, you want to buy call. If market is bearish, you want to buy put. This is basically an example of a spread. If I expect the market to decline, I will buy 25,200 put because that is giving me the right to sell. 25,200 put हम लोग buy करेंगे. क्या price देना पड़ेगा? 135 for example. And what I don't expect market to fall below 25. So what I will do, 25 ka put I will sell. And actually I will pay 135 minus 58. Once again, with the spread, I cut the risk of my loss. This is an example of bear put spread that is once again available in the trading view strategy bear put spread. You buy 25,200 put and I sell 25,000. See, sell, and this is buy. My maximum loss is 5,700. Let's look at naked buy. That is buy put. My loss is 8,200. And maximum profit is unlimited. Never go by that. Unlimited only in theory. Theory mein. Actually practical mein. Similarly, if I say in the bear market sell call, why sell call? Let's once again understand it. If I sell this 25,200 call and market drops below, no one will exercise. Means if market is 25,000, no one will buy Nifty at 25,200. That means the whole premium at the expiry will become zero. And this 110 multiplied by 75 will be my max profit. Suppose I sell 25,200. This is my maximum profit. Where my loss is here unlimited. Because if market goes up to infinity, which it will not, or say 26,000, I can lose significant amount of money. So I want to cut this risk first before I want to make profit. Let us understand the psychology even deeper. Here I will stop. After that, I'll talk about certain psychology aspect. If you have any questions till this point, please ask in the chat box. Let me have some water in the meantime. Take your time. If you have any queries, kindly ask so far regarding spread or buying call, anything. No query is a stupid query or base. Any query is good. Query na puchna is stupidity. No questions, I guess. Where to share the trading? I'll share the Excel, sir. It will be shared. It is not yet shared. And let's not ask about the rainbow setup right now. You'll have longer time. Please focus on the spread. Rainbow setup and other access will come later on. But are you clear on this spread? What is spread? एक क्वेश्चन बढ़िया आया है सचिन सर का. How does naked call buy with stop loss compares with bull call? Exactly, sir. यही मैं cover करने वाला हूँ in psychology. I'm going to cover it. It is ये जो question आप पूछे सचिन सर बहुत अच्छा question पूछे. Directly hitting at the how does naked call buy with stop loss? He is not taking unlimited loss. Makes sense. Rather than bull call spread in terms of risk reward. This is a psychology question. Are we covering straddle? So far we have not talked about anything regarding straddle or strangles, which those who do not know are non-directional strategy. And it is stupidity to play a non-directional strategy in a directional market. That means knowing the straddle strangle not enough. It is how you play it. How can I understand when to buy or sell? These are we have not covered, sir. But are you clear about what is naked call buying? Naked call put buying. Once again, let me repeat. Buy put, when you do only buy call or buy put, इसको बोलते हैं naked call, naked put buying. And when you do spread, because it is hedged, these are called spreads. These are not naked. You buy one, you sell another. These are the basics of spread and naked call buy. How to take the trade? Use sensible. Have a Zerodha account. It is free with Zerodha. You don't want to spend anywhere else, that's okay, but get the sensible. It is very useful. You just place the strategy. सारे strategy यहाँ पे नहीं है. And all the strategies that are there, you don't need all of them. Like strip strap, they are to be played for stocks, not for index. We are today talking only about the index. Which is the better spread gap on whether bullish? These are more technical questions. I'll come to it, but let me first address the psychology. And you know this, these are very common words. Suppose I'm showing you this. This is the option master tool. Or suppose I don't show you this, I show you this, the cloud master. Anytime I show any strategy or setup, I can expect one of the first questions to come is, sir, what is the accurate or what is the return, sir? Or if I trade commodities, a gold, what kind of return can I expect? This is a common question, right? Is it not? Is it not coming to your mind how much money you can make in the option? How much return you can generate by the option? Isn't it coming to your mind? Or later on, usually that is the case. That means by definition, if that is true, that is the general you will ask or it will come to your mind. That means by definition, you love reward. Say, forget about this option. If I teach you, say, double bottom, a chart pattern, classical chart pattern. This question will generally first, what kind of return can you get? That means by definition, you love reward. The game is tough. This option game or the trading game is tough not just because you don't have a setup. It is because you think you are rational. I'm not doubting कि आप लोग rational नहीं हो in your life. You are. You are logical, no doubt. But somehow in this game, you tend to, you matlab not you, the crowd tend to throw away all the logic, all the rational. completely away. Let me prove it to you. Please answer this question. If you know what is bungee jumping or if you know what is skydiving, will you go for a bungee jumping or skydiving if the failure rate is 90%? Yes? No? Will you send your daughter or kid, son, to a school where the failure rate is 90%? No. Well, here you are. You are ready to put all your wealth in a business where the failure rate is 90%. You are not at all logical here. Secondly, the game is tough because you think you love reward, which you don't. If you loved reward, by definition, when VIX goes up, volatility goes up, you'd be excited, I can make more money. But it is not. When volatility goes up, market goes down, crowd becomes fearful. That is the first mistake. You don't love reward more than you hate the loss. You hate the loss way more than you love the reward. That means if all the other around you looking for a success, you want to look for reward, first you want to ask, sir, what is the failure rate of this setup or these strategies, not the reward rate. There are several traps. For another example, can doctors become rich? I believe anyone taking 50 rupees per day in India for visit, a doctor can become extremely rich. Can an engineer become rich? Yes. Can a businessman become rich? Yes. But is doctor's focus of the job is to grow money or make money? No. Engineer? No. Businessman? He's doing business. No. But in this one, your primary goal is to grow the money. And that creates another illusion. First of all, I personally think aap, main, me, you, we are all privileged class. आप ये जो Zoom attend कर पा रहे हो compared to India, that means we are the privileged class. Already. And currently in your mind, you have certain richness. मतलब आप का money wise, you are at level 1 and you want to reach level 2. And you think if you take actions only, then only you can reach from level 1 to level 2. What if there is an earthquake comes, you are in Delhi, and your house is the only one standing where all others collapsed? You are the richest in Delhi. You did not take any action. So it is not always we need to take action. Sometimes inaction will lead to greater, better results. There are several psychological fallacy in this game that creates the problem. You have also superiority complex. Maybe not in your life. I'm not doubting. You in life you don't have. Here you have. Here you expect, because you have joined any course or you have learned about the market, it has become your right to become profitable. Well, let me tell you, it is not. And I teach opposite of everything. You look at YouTube, it will say The trading is not about luck. I beg to differ. There is significant luck portion of it. I bought silver about 3-4 days ago. I bought it as per my setup. It did not go up. Why? And suddenly last Friday, I also increased ETF. I announced in social, it went up. Why? We can't explain. Every move of the market cannot be explained. Why? Once again, because simple. Economy moves 1 to 2%. एक रिसेशन आया, कितना डाउन हुआ इंडियन इकोनॉमी? 3%, 4%, और यूएस इकोनॉमी 3-4%. कंपनी का अर्निंग कितना रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ? 7-8-10% डाउन. बट स्टॉक्स they move 25%, 30%. Why? Suddenly the Swiggy ka business income is fluctuating like that? Fundamental fluctuating? No. If stock is out of fundamental and this fluctuation is not being explained by earnings change, then only explanation is psychology, the human psychology. And that is why fully relying on AI also is not going to work. You think how tough would have been if you press the switch and the electrons in the electrical current say, we are not in the mood, will not switch on the light. How tough it would be. The physics law will become much tougher, which Richard Feynman said, if electrons had feelings. This psychological clarity is required very, very much. और एक बार नहीं, बार बार सुनना पड़ता है. मुझे बार बार रेनबो ग्रुप में बार बार धक्का देना पड़ता है टुवर्ड साइकोलॉजी. डू द साइकोलॉजी होमवर्क. But those are the tough part. Now let me tell you about option का related psychology which will make sense. जो सर का question था यहाँ पे बहुत interesting, कि stop loss देके naked खेले तो कैसा है? Option strategies are same. Like in sensible you saw, bull call spread, bear call spread. Currently there are so much ready-made strategies available. So much effort is coming from the likes of Vivek sir. Even let me tell you, the brokers, they don't want you to lose too. They are giving out free webinars, etc. It is good for the broker if you are profitable and continuously giving him brokerage. But it never works. It does not work despite all the effort. And only reason is psychology. Option you can play in 3 ways. Game of the insane, I call it. Pagal logo ka game, madness style. Your return can be, means your target return is 100%. Largely, this is the game that is played by the crowd. And that is where superiority complex is playing the role. And of course, with other factors, I'll come to the superiority complex, but let me explain the madness, mad style. Mad style is what majority of the crowd play. What mad style? Let me explain the mad style. Every option, 17th of July 2025 is the expiry, means that is the end of the option, death. The chart, everything will end for all these options which are nothing but contracts. A stock when you buy, it is an asset. When you are going on these are not asset, these are contracts. Contracts on Nifty, contracts on gold, contracts on crude oil. You are trading basically the contracts here. And what the retail crowd does, there is something magic. Some magic strategy happens at the expiry where this, for example, I bought, say, this option. For example, last day 9 rupees. Last 1-2 दिन बाकी है, I bought 9 rupees option and I'm expecting it to double the money or triple the money, which is the target. Now suppose मैं मान लेता हूं you are success, जो सर हाईलाइट किए, चलो नेकेड बाय उसके साथ स्टॉप लॉस. नेकेड बाय मतलब you are trying for the mega run. And suppose you are successful, I'm taking conservative approach ki 50% of the time you are successful. And as sir said, ki 30%, 50% of the time that I'm losing, I'm taking a loss of 30%. And 50% of the time when I'm profiting, I'm taking, for example, a profit of not 400, chalo 100%, double ho gaya, double. Okay, done. तो इसका क्या रिजल्ट हुआ, 50% टाइम अगर 100 कर पाए, दैट मींस नेट में आ रहा है 50, एंड बाकी 50 टाइम्स 30% लॉस किए, मतलब नेट में आ रहा है 15. 50% गेन, 15% लॉस, नेट में इज इक्वल टू 35. दैट मींस 35% गेन यू आर मेकिंग पर वीक. नाउ लेट्स मल्टीप्लाई इट. 35 into 4 into, there are 52 weeks, 7,280%, and based on any record, and latest SEBI highlight कर रहा है कि 90% option trader will lose money. And what is your chance of becoming successful, of generating 7,000% return in a year? I will say it is tending to 0. Very, very unlikely you will come out as a successful person by trying the game of the insane. %50 of the time अगर 100 बना रहे हैं तो मतलब नेट में 50, and 30% of loss, 50% of the time means net में 15% loss, 50 minus 50, 35, and you multiply it 4 weeks, you get this result. Now let's try the game of the winners or the aggressive style. Here comes the superiority complex. Like you are considering, yes, I can do it. In this style, which I will call more aggressive style or the professional style, which is not the game of the insane, which let me show you and with understanding example. The expiry is coming and you have understood, chalo, naked buying is dangerous. Madness ka game. Okay, understood? Then 25,200 as market is going down and 150, you are buying at the money put. At the money मतलब जहां पे प्राइस है उसी के आसपास का स्ट्राइक. Price is 149. That means 25,150 is the ATM बोलते हैं, at the money strike. You bought 109 and here you have sold 25,000 put. That means what your prediction is that the market will decline and it will stop around 25,000. This is what I call the game of the winners. Let me explain this with a tennis analogy. Majority of you have heard about, I hope so, Roger Federer, one of the greatest tennis player of all time. Won 80% of his match. In his speech to a graduation ceremony, he mentioned of all the game that is played, In each game, for example, there are 50 points to be won. In his whole career, he has won only 54% of them. If I stand 100 feet away, if I stand 100 feet away and ask Roger Federer by giving him a tennis ball and a tennis racket and ask him, please hit my belly, 99 out of 100 times he will hit my belly. If I ask you the same, you won't be able to do it from 100 feet away. These players are professionals. If they try, they can place the ball anywhere in the court. Same, you must have played badminton. During winter, it is a popular game, badminton. In badminton, if you consider, no, I'm not a great player, and there comes the style of the losers, means a losing game. A losing game मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि loss making game. I'm talking about the style. I'm considering, okay, I'm not professional. I cannot predict कि Nifty will drop. That I cannot do. For example, if you play badminton, try this. If you think you're not so great, don't try to defeat the opponent. If opponent is not a professional, you just try to push the ball, no smash, nothing. You just try to return the cork every time. The other side, as the bad player, he will make a mistake, net में ball cork डालेगा, and ultimately you will win. This is a loser style of the game. If you go for the loser style of the game, your return can be per week ranging between 4 or I'll say chalo 3 to make it conservative, 3 to 16% per week. And if I can make 4 per week, at the end of the, and suppose I make around mistake and others, and still come out around 8% per month, which will be very much doable. And if you consider, okay, I will take all the other brokerage cost and I'll make, if you consider, okay, I'll make 4%, at the end of the year, your money is growing at a 50% rate, more than 50%, which is an excellent compounding rate. That means bada nahi, more assured return is required. How to play this? Let me now convert it into chart. This is Nifty and this is 150. The winner's game, you are buying the put here. You are expecting, okay, the Nifty will drop to 25,000. So let's see. Let's go to sensible and place the strategy. इस strategy का नाम है हम लोग sell कर, buy नहीं, sell. First trade is the sell. Market नीचे जा रहा है, that means bearish. Bear call spread. वो जो हम लोग बोले थे अगर मार्केट नीचे चला जाएगा, did not come up, all the money will be mine. In bear call spread, you are playing, I am buying 25, bear put spread, मैं put buy कर 25,150 put buy and 25,000 put sell. What is the return likely? 18%. The winner's game. Now I don't know, I can predict. मैं सोच रहा हूं, no, I am a bad, I can't predict. Rather, I will go for not where Nifty will go. I don't know. I want where Nifty will not go. That means around the much higher level. 24,500, for example. This is an important level. So let's do another bear put, which is slightly different. What I'm doing, I will buy deep in the money 25,000, say 550 or 500. Chalo 550. And I will sell another in the money, that is 450. What I'm making? 2% 1 week. एक week भी नहीं, 17th of July. All Nifty has to do is don't come to my level. 25,500 mata. That's all. I don't want to predict where Nifty will go. I want to see where Nifty will not go. And I will take this trade 2.3% and look at the chance of me making profit 87%. This is what I call the game or the loser style or the unprofessional style or the defensive style. Same game you are playing, bear put spread, but in a more conservative fashion. How I do it? First of all, I trade Nifty with 125 minutes chart. In 125 minutes chart, I'll talk about straddle strangle as well. When I apply, for example, my option master setup, I don't need the line chart, but this trade, what I suggested, the style is important. It can be done with Dow structure as well. If you want to know, you can check my past workshop videos. In 125 minutes chart, not daily, 125 minutes. As long as Nifty is bullish, I'm continuing to play bull call spread, but deep in the money. And as Nifty turns, this background color basically shows my short-term trend. These candles are like your candlesticks, but slightly different. They show price action with the color change. Like here it color change, मतलब tough fight चल रहा है bull और bear के बीच में. जैसे ये farther गिरा, market became neutral. I sold here call hedged, nothing unhedged. So मैंने यहाँ पे क्या ट्रेड लिया? 25,600 का कॉल सेल एंड 25,700 का कॉल बाय. This is a bear call spread. Market did not came to my level. All the money is mine. I don't want big money. I want 2 मैं नहीं करता हूँ, 3% around target करता हूँ, 3% per week. I will pocket around 2.5. 4 बार करेंगे हफ्ते में. I will try around 6 to 7% per month. In the year, I'm expecting to stand at 50% gain. I don't want more than that. I will neither play the game of insane or neither play the winner style or the professional style. I will take a conservative approach. And as Nifty is falling now, all I'm doing is deep in the money, bear put and bear call. Let me show you it's sensible. What is bear call? You sell the call. Matlab, let's take 24th of July, next expiry, and I will sell 25,500 call, and this will be my hedge 3.7%. Nifty 500 नहीं आएगा, पूरा का पूरा profit मेरा. Full will be mine. I've done this trade. It's with me. और डर लग रहा है और ऊपर चले जाओ 600, 700. Remember, what you need is 2%. Where it is giving 2%, get there. And as time goes by, you will become profitable. And you are इस गेम में कुछ पैसा blank छोड़ना पड़ता है. Why? as Nifty might correct from here and give me once again background yellow or green, I will be selling bull put. यहां पे रहेगा बियर कॉल, यानी कॉल बेचा हूं, नीचे पुट बेचा हूं, इसको बोलते हैं स्ट्रैंगल. सपोज आई हैव सोल्ड, इस जगह पे मैंने क्या किया था 25,600 और नीचे ये लाइन आगे क्रिएट होता है 25,000 का एक स्ट्रैंगल बट नॉट अनहेज्ड. कैसे बनाते? लेट्स लुक एट, गो टू सेंसिबल एंड सी. जब मार्केट नॉन डिरेक्शनल फील हो, लेट्स गेट टू न्यूट्रल स्ट्रेटेजी, शॉर्ट स्ट्रैंगल. ध्यान से देखिए, शॉर्ट स्ट्रैंगल 25,000 का चलो सेल कर दिया 24,800 पुट, और ऊपर का कॉल चलो 400, स्टिल यू गेट 2.5%. आप क्यों खेलोगे अनहेज्ड? आपको करना होगा ऊपर हेज करना पड़ेगा. मतलब 24 से आई एम सेलिंग 25,000 का, अगर मैं पुट सेल कर रहा हूं, यहां पे एड एंड एडिट 25,000 का पुट सेल, आई वांट टू बाय 24,900 कॉल, एंड जैसे मैं सेल किया 400, आई वांट टू बाय 25,500 कॉल, यहां पे पुट, और डन. लुक एट सेम रिवॉर्ड, रिस्क गॉट सिग्निफिकेंटली कट ऑफ. Focus on cutting this. As I have proved, you don't like reward, you fear the loss more, you hate the loss more, and look at the chance of success as I'm nearby. दूर जाओ, 2.5% बनाओ, खुश रहो. That is the style, defensive style of the game. Any questions that you have up to this point? How much percent you will target? Anyone who joins with me, I expect them to over period do around 35. I invest across. First of all, I do bonds. From bonds, I expect 11 to 11.5% return per annum. 11.5 from the bond. I expect 30% from the stocks, and I expect 50% from the derivative. That is my target. For example, in my commodity trade, in the month of January, I was down minus, let me check the data, I think minus 2.8 approximately. Yep, minus 2.8% in the month of January in commodity. In the month of February, 40%. In the month of May, 16%. In the month of April, 41%. In the month of May, minus 2.8%. In the month of June, 10.1%. And July, I'm slightly negative. So generally, it seems a bit higher side. What happened? Suddenly in the month of January, I was a bad trader, or in the month of May, I was a bad trader? No. I was trading commodity and I made the money, such huge money I could make, just because gold was trending. Gold was significantly trending February, March, April. At जैसे ही trend खत्म हुआ, it started slowing down. छोटा return. Max return बनता है when we are getting a fantastic trend. Trend में बनता है maximum money. So derivative अगर आप trade कर रहे हो, any derivative, you should target around 50%. Target around 50% growth, because it is a high risk game. And याद रखिए, अगर आप मेरा स्टाइल फॉलो करेंगे, वेदर यू गो फॉर ऑप्शन मास्टर टूल और नॉट, योर ट्रेडिंग टाइम इज सिंपल। 1 घंटा 125 मिनट, मतलब यू ट्रेड ओनली एट 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, दैट्स इट। Every 11 o'clock, spend 15 minutes with your mobile in your job will be done. Other time देखने का जरूरत नहीं। Nifty does not have to come to 25,500, that's all. Or when even if it comes to 25, I will not make that kind of loss क्योंकि time बीत जाएगा धीरे धीरे। And if I make the full loss as I am hedged, बहुत बड़ा loss नहीं होगा, I will be able to recover. Let me show you the formula for becoming a profitable trader. There is no other way to becoming a profitable trader. This is the only way, only formula. RRR, real risk reward. Number of accurate trades and how much money you are making on them. Number of false trades and how much loss you are making in them. नंबर ऑफ एक्यूरेट ट्रेड्स और नंबर ऑफ फॉल्स ट्रेड्स अगर आप ब्रैकेट से बाहर लोगे, इट विल बिकम नथिंग बट एक्यूरेसी। So accuracy of the setup is also significantly important and you have to increase it. Don't go by this logic जो YouTube में promote किया जा रहा है, you can have a 50%. Yes, that is for the professional. If you have a system which has a 70% accuracy as a beginner, you will get only 55 and gradually you will improve. And I told you directly my percentage in commodity. Did you notice one thing? When I'm making loss, I'm losing less. On an average, if you see, I was profitable in February, March, April, and June. I'm not profitable on January, May, and so far in July. And the time I'm losing, like July, I'm marginally down around 3%, which I think with the latest, my silver trade now will recover. But when I'm losing small. And when I'm winning, I'm trying to win very big. And in option, this style, we are focusing on high accuracy. We are not trying to maximize the return. We are happy with 2.5%, but we want more regularized with 80% plus chance I will become successful. Now let me take other questions. When do we take a trade? On what day? How we decide that? It's about, think it like Sumit sir about your bonds. If you have you ever invested in a fixed deposit? That means you cannot withdraw money until it's mature. When you are going for this trade, you want it to hold till expiry. पूरा का पूरा पैसा लेंगे, एक पॉइंट भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे क्योंकि उसमें ब्रोकरेज लगेगा। लास्ट डे से पहले अगर तोड़ देंगे 100-200 रुपए कम मिलेगा, क्यों छोड़ना है उसको? If Nifty does not have to come, I'll have to just hold and get the full money. प्रॉब्लम एक ही है, मार्जिन। इस गेम का ओनली ट्रबल इज द मार्जिन। मार्जिन ज्यादा लगता है। लास्ट डे एक ट्रेड करने में 50,000 लगेगा, 2%, 2.5 मिल गया। अगर आपके पास 3 लाख है, इट इज बेटर यू गो विद द 2 lakhs, मतलब 4 ट्रेड, कीप 1 lakh पाउडर ड्राई। अगर एडजस्ट करना पड़े, मतलब निफ्टी घूम गया, अब सौदा काटने से पहले, बिकॉज निफ्टी हैज नॉट रीच 500, अब पहले सोचोगे कैसे कॉल बेचेंगे, हाउ डू आई सेल कॉल। रिसेंटली मैं एक को एकदम क्लोजली गाइड कर रहा हूं, ऑलमोस्ट जिसको बोलते हैं हैंड होल्डिंग, दैट इज माय रिलेटिव, सो आई विल डू दैट आई विल नॉट डू फॉर अदर्स। तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने स्ट्रेंगल बेचा 24 तारीख का। ये ट्रेड से लर्निंग मिलेगा 25,000, तो उनका ट्रेड मैं बता रहा हूं, सेम रिटेल मेंटेलिटी था, ही इज लेस वरीड अबाउट द डाउन साइड, अगर ऊपर चला गया तो, वेर एज मार्केट एक्चुअली नीचे जा रहा है। तो उनका ट्रेड में क्या था, 25,200 का पोर्ट ही हैज सोल्ड, और कुछ दिन पहले। तो सर का क्वेश्चन था हम लोग कब कर दें, जब पैसा है करते हैं, पैसा वापस आ गया थर्सडे, पूरा फ्राइडे डाल देंगे, वो 2.5% आई नीड, 2.5% मिल गया, आई एम हैप्पी, उससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए, आई वॉन्ट हाई एक्यूरेसी। तो उनका क्या था 25,200 और हेज है 25,100, ये रहा पुट का हेज 200 और 100, 200 बेचा 100 खरीदा, इसको बोलते हैं बुल पुट स्प्रेड, बुल पुट स्प्रेड बोलते हैं इसका नाम। और उनका ऊपर की तरफ कॉल बेचा हुआ था 25,000 नहीं 29,000 और 26,000 यहां पर, और वो कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे, उनको लग रहा है मुझे तो स्ट्रैंगल होल्ड करना है टिल द एक्सपायरी। नो, यू कैन एडजस्ट। तो मैंने उनको क्या किया, अरे मैंने बोला क्लोज करो इसको 26,000, और स्ट्रैंगल तोड़ना नहीं है, ठीक है, ओके फाइन। व्हाट यू डू, ये देखो उनका लॉस जो था उस टाइम पे स्लाइटली लोअर, तो हम लोग ये स्क्वायर ऑफ कर दिए, 1100 रुपए मिला, मतलब 2.2% पर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। अब क्या किए, निफ्टी नीचे ला दी, 25,600 का कॉल बेच दिया, बोला बेच दो, और साथ में हेज कर दिया 25,700, और थोड़ा पैसा मिल गया, और जैसे पैसा मिल गया मेरा स्ट्रैंगल का रिस्क कम हो गया, इसीलिए थोड़ा ड्राई पाउडर चाहिए। इफ एनीथिंग गोज रॉन्ग यू हैव टू हैव सम ड्राई मनी रेडी टू कट डाउन द रिस्क। इसीलिए अगर 3 लाख है 1 लाख छोड़ दो, क्योंकि एक्सपायरी डे में 50 नहीं 80,000 लगेंगे, अप्रोक्सीमेट बता रहा हूं, मतलब और 30,000 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा। और हम लोग सिर्फ 17 नहीं, मैं 24 का भी बेच दिया, 31 का बेच दिया। रूल इज 31, मैं थोड़ा एडवांस्ड हूं, डोंट गो बाय दैट, एज अ बिगिनर योर रूल इज आप काम कर सकते हो कौन सा एक्सपायरी में, दिस रूल इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर बिगिनर्स। आज का डेट, व्हाट इज द डेट टुडे, 13 प्लस 16 डेज मतलब 29, 29 तक जो भी ऑप्शन है आप उसमें काम कर सकते हो, मतलब 31 इज नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर यू येट, योर ओनली वर्किंग इज 17 एंड 24। आई एम डूइंग 31 बिकॉज आई एम डूइंग दिस फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, but as a beginner it is rule is only 17 and 24, 16 days has to be the max expiry from today, मतलब आज से 2 दिन बाद on 15th ये 31st वाला expiry will be open, that time will be due। सर का क्वेश्चन था कब करेंगे, तब करेंगे जब वो खुल जाए, तब देखेंगे कौन सा बेस्ट लेवल है, कहां पे निफ्टी नहीं आएगा, नॉट कहां पे जाएगा। एंड याद रखिए, you can write it, this is my trading diary which I highlight to all the students. This diary will tell you how to trade. There is under fear management, greed management, and there is also a part trading wisdom. Wisdom number 3 I will repeat for you. Future cannot be fully predicted or anticipated. We will not waste time in trying to do that. We will not clog our mind with fictional target। इस जगह पे अगर आपका क्वेश्चन है, maybe sir does not know the Fibonacci extension, well, will you bet your house that Fibonacci Nifty will stop? Will Shaurodip sir do? Will Vivek sir do? Nobody will do. That means nobody knows. Nobody knows the future. What is important the most is You try to know the present very well. Present we can know very well. Whether you use the line, candle मैं recommend नहीं करता for beginner. Line is way superior for beginner. Stop predicting. Look at where we are. It is falling. If you don't want to use any indicator, fine by me. But if you choose to give up the Dow structure, you are gone for trading. This is the basics of any trading. It is a downside Dow, bearish trend. All you want to do, bearish strategies, sell at important level. Focus where Nifty is not likely to come. And once in this journey, even if you will not use, for example, my tool, for the 15 days, at least it can prepare you and guide you. Because in option master or any other setup, it will be very clear without any doubt which side the market is. And in our style of game, certain rules we follow. The strike, ये जो strike choose हो रहा है, this strike are chosen based on these rules. ये जो निफ्टी है 150, how close you can come. This white cross दिख रहा है, this is my min stop. Not for option, this is for trading. This is I apply with asset master. This is my min stop. इसके ऊपर मतलब अब 25,350 के नीचे कॉल बिल्कुल नहीं, एकदम नहीं. Our best preferred area is candle top. That means 25,500. No problem. आप बता दो 17th of July. Simple strategy, bearish, bear put spread, defensive style, not the aggressive. 25,600 ka put buy, 25,500 ka put sell. I don't think 17 तारीख से पहले market will reach there. 1.5% will be mine. Or if I am ready to come slightly lower, that is 2.9%. कितना दिनों में मिल रहा है? 3-4 दिनों. फ्राइडे आप करते, खत्म. एक्सपायरी हुआ थर्सडे, फ्राइडे. 2.9%, 83% chance I will win. And majority case I will come out winner. This loser style is actually not a loser style. It is a better winning style for beginners. All the strategies are in today's world ready-made available. It is important how we are going to play it. Next question, in a low VIX environment, of course, anytime low VIX, high VIX, as long as Rajiv sir, you play the defensive style, majority of the time you will come out as a winner. Don't try to forecast the future. Look at where we are now. आज कहां पे है, फ्यूचर किसी को पता नहीं. कल हो सके ट्रम्प बोला आई लव इंडिया एंड मार्केट गोज अप. आई डोंट नो, ट्रम्प मुझे कॉल नहीं करेगा. Modi ji will not call me and say, hey, trade deal is done, please Shanando buy call. He will not call me. Accept the unpredictability or uncertainty in the game and try to increase the chance of your success in this uncertain world. In these strategies, our prefer is to hold till the end. We want all money. एक पैसा भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे. Unless, for example, कब छोड़ेंगे? जब दिख रहा है कि एक बेटर ट्रेड अवेलेबल और मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पैसा आ गया. 90%, 80 to 90% money has come. I can come down a little lower और थोड़ा और ज्यादा पैसा कमा सकते हैं. That is another sign of exit. और एक sign of exit, suppose if I have sold 500 का put, sorry, yes, bear put spread किया, 500 is my level. The moment it will come to 480, I will be out. 480 आएगा, I will be out. ये जो मेरे रिलेटिव है वो आउट होने के लिए रेडी नहीं, थोड़ा सा लॉस बुक करने में उसे नहीं अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, तो मैं क्या करूं, नीचे उतरना पड़ा कॉल को, तब जाके बेटर रिस्क कट हुआ. फोकस ऑन कटिंग द रिस्क एंड यू विल कम आउट एज अ ग्रेट विनर. What is this strategy? Condor or other, this is a hedge triangle. We can call it a hedge triangle. This is basically a bear put, bear call. Suggested setup like super trend, EMA, yeah, you can use the super trend. I have no issues with that. But main issue, Madan sir, is not about whether you use super trend or the option master tool or use the DAO structure. ये जो अंडर फियर मैनेजमेंट है, इसमें आपको लिखना पड़ेगा आपका फुल प्लान आपके हाथ से, इन योर ओन हैंड. So I have no problem with super trend or EMA as you see fit. This style of playing can be done with any indicator, but I will use always my option master, and this gives my right time पे मुझे aware कर देता है when the situation is changing. And those who are in the beginning level, the signals are anyway there. आप अगर यहाँ पे, by the way, setup को दिखा देता हूं. This is the option. This is the mother dashboard. अगर आपको बेच के खेलना है ऑप्शन, दिस इज द क्रेडिट स्प्रेड. बाइंग थोड़ा डिफरेंट है, मतलब एग्रेसिव स्टाइल का बाइंग इज स्लाइटली डिफरेंट, बट यू कैन गो फॉर द बाइंग इन द डिफेंसिव स्टाइल. These are a different setup. Largely आप लोगों को जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. These are for premium chart. जब आप ऑप्शन का प्रीमियम चार्ट यहाँ पे लगाओगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल निफ्टी ऑप्शंस, निफ्टी, and suppose this call chart you will apply. Okay, so nifty August nahi, let's take 24th or 31st of July, 25,000 ka chalo call. And if you will use this particular chart to trade, then this is different. This chart is not an regular chart. You need to go to the 30 minutes level, not other level. 30 is the max. याद रखिए, if you are applying it on the premium chart, 30 minute is the max, and the setup to be used is the premium chart, and you will see the setup is changing. And it has all the signal, entry, exit ka alert is available. Entry, bear call spread 1, 2, 3, these alerts available. याद रखिएगा, it is important the alerts are valid, or any signal is valid if it stays till the closing time. For example, if you're applying these setups, don't apply them on the premium chart, apply them on the nifty 125 minutes is or 2 hour is one of the best to trade option. क्योंकि देखिए 9 बजे हम लोग ट्रेड नहीं करते. वी आर डूइंग पोजिशनल ट्रेडर. 11 बजे, 1 बजे, 3 बजे 15 मिनट करके चाहिए टू सी एवरीथिंग ओके. स्टॉप लॉस जरूरत नहीं पड़ता स्प्रेड में. यू आर सेफ ब्रॉडली ओके, दैट्स इट. गो टू योर वर्क. यू डोंट नीड टू डू एनीथिंग एल्स. प्लेस द अलर्ट ऑफ द लेवल्स एंड दैट्स इट. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर इस जगह पे मुझे जानना है कि निफ्टी कब घूमने वाला है, विच is actually not available with this alert. यहाँ पे इसमें alert available है asset master में. So what I go for is price action neutral. मतलब जैसे ही यहाँ पे रेड कैप और नीचे ग्रीन आ जाएगा थोड़ा बहुत भी, I will be alerted. If I want to see the background, which is basically the short trend shown in the table, अगर background change, all I do is place this alert, short trend neutral. मतलब background yellow हो गया, that is the time I will do strangles, जो यहाँ पे एरिया था. Now is not the time to do strangle. Now is directional strategy. Bear put spread and bear call spread. बियर यानी मार्केट बियरिश, बियर पुट मतलब आप पुट में काम कर रहे हो, यानी पुट में काम करना, डाउन मार्केट मतलब बाई करके, बियर कॉल स्प्रेड मार्केट बियरिश, कॉल पे काम कर रहे हो मतलब कॉल बेच के. दैट्स व्हाई इट दीज आर कॉल्ड बियर कॉल स्प्रेड एंड बियर पुट स्प्रेड. Instead of trading index directly, okay, would it be more beneficial to do the technical analysis on the top weighted mother stocks and apply option strategy on those individual stocks? Will the approach offer better risk reward? If you listen to me and believe it, my answer is never. Once again, it is okay. Why you are going for that? Higher return. But you have understood, if you have truly, you don't love return. You hate loss more. And मेरा बात नहीं है, Warren Buffett and great others. When you add volatility plus leverage, it is called dynamite. Dynamites are useful, but they can blow you up. Let me explain what is leverage and the volatility. There is certain part of trading you control, certain part you don't. And risk management is possible only where you have control. मैं बहुत बार सुन चुका हूं, सर एग्जिट बता दो, मुझे एंट्री आता है, एग्जिट समझ में नहीं आता. रॉन्ग. Your entry, the crowd entry, is like jumping on a tiger. You just jumped. Now you can't get out. The entry is the most important. थोड़ा डिविएट कर रहे रिस्क मैनेजमेंट में. लेट मी प्रूव यू. आप मेरे पास वापस आओ and try to prove me wrong. These are the only 4 areas where you can do risk management. You can read 1,000 books, you will not find any other area where you can do risk management. Tomorrow, Monday morning, I will decide what I'm going to buy, nobody else. When I'm going to do it, and how much I'm going to do it. That means entry is far more important than exit. Once a trade is taken, you have zero control what gold will do. Zero. आप 1000 कोर्स कर लो, you will still have zero control what gold or nifty will do or stock will do after your entry. Which nifty moves more or the stock moves more? Stock moves more. Of course, you are looking at the reward, that means risk is also much higher. Volatility plus leverage. What is leverage? Let me explain the leverage, and you will understand how I could make such a big money in gold and why I love gold. Commodity. Zerodha margin calculator. For example, I'm taking gold petal. All calculations are same. Gold petal is 1 gram of gold, which is 9,830 is the value. 9,830 is the value. Now get to the calculator. $9,830 ये एक्सपोजर लेने की 1 ग्राम गोल्ड का वैल्यू, एंड इसका पोजीशन लेने के लिए मुझे मार्जिन देना पड़ रहा है 712 अप्रोक्सीमेटली और 13.8. इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है अगर गोल्ड 1% मूव हो, मैंने जो मार्जिन पुट ऑन किया उसमें मूव होगा 13%. ये जो गोल्ड में विद गोल्ड पेटल अगर कोई भी 70,000 रुपीज लगाया होता, द रिटर्न वुड हैव बीन 1,50,000. in 2 months. This is leverage. And when you add volatility, that is stock, with the leverage, it creates dynamite. And it can blow you. Also, it can blow mountain. That means it can give you profit, but it can blow you up completely. Don't go for it. I will say go for it if you are a professional, you are getting the success. गोल्ड तो गोल्ड है, छोरा लाए या छोरी, 50% रिटर्न अगर निफ्टी लाए, क्या जरूरत है मुझे जाने का टुवर्ड स्टॉक? ओनली एक इंडेक्स 10 स्टॉक क्यों देखेंगे? अगर मेरा काम हो जाता है 2 घंटे में, मुझे क्यों 5 घंटा स्पेंड करना है? बताओ। मैं गोल्ड, सिल्वर, क्रूड, एनजी 4 देखूंगा, कॉपर, जिंक, एल्यूमिनियम, इसको ईटीएफ बनाऊंगा, साथ में निफ्टी ऑप्शन करूंगा धीरे धीरे। मेरे पास तो फ्री टाइम है, ना तो जॉब है, आई कैन डू दिस होल डे। आप कर पाओगे विथ योर जॉब होल डे? नहीं कर पाओगे। सो डोंट ट्राई फॉर द गेम विच आर मोर डिफिकल्ट टू प्ले आउट जस्ट बिकॉज यही इस गेम का, वो आपको लालची बना रहा है। वो आपको, डेजर्ट में अगर आप गए तो पानी दिखता है ना हीट पे, क्या बोलते हैं? मिरेज, मोरीचिका बोलते हैं बंगाली में। दिस इज द मिरेज। आप सोचते हो द रिवॉर्ड इज योर टारगेट, क्योंकि ग्रो मनी, दैट इज द फोकस ऑफ दिस गेम। इसीलिए इल्यूजन क्रिएट करता है, नहीं नहीं रिवॉर्ड इज योर फोकस। देखो रिवॉर्ड, नो, इट इज द रिस्क। इट इज द रिस्क इज द फोकस। यही ये गेम का मेजर साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम है, जो आपको समझना है एंड उस बेसिस पे एक्ट करना है। सो आई होप आई वॉज एबल टू। डू वी नीड टू सिलेक्ट करेक्ट? या मदन जी ने, मैंने क्या बोला, 16 डेज फ्रॉम टुडे, जिसमें आपको रिवॉर्ड मिल रहा है, जिसमें आपको कॉन्फिडेंस मिल रहा है, 2.5% यू विल गेट इट। गो फॉर इट, डोंट डाउट इट। 16 डेज फ्रॉम टुडे मतलब 14 and 27, sorry 17 and 24, sorry 17 24. Don't go for bank nifty, nothing else required. Nifty enough because it moves small. आप विनर्स गेम खेलने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, इसीलिए यू वांट बिग रन। बिग रन चाहिए ही नहीं 18%, हर बार 2.5% चाहिए। 2.5% हर बार कर पाए, महीने में 10 नहीं आएगा, 8, 7, 8 आ जाएगा। पूरे साल में 50% पॉकेट में होगा। मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स का भेज सकता हूं, ही इज डूइंग द सेम। ही हैज आस्क्ड मी कि उनको एक रेनबो सेशन में इनवाइट किया जाए। मतलब वो कैसे कर रहे हैं? रेनबो इज नॉट अ सिंगल स्ट्रेटेजी। ये जो सेटअप है, इट हैज सिग्नल्स, बट आप गलत फहमी में होगे इफ यू थिंक दिस इज अ वन स्ट्रेटेजी। इट इज अ अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द मार्केट। डिफरेंट लेवल पे ये मुझे रीडिंग देता है अबाउट द मार्केट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज स्टॉक सेटअप, आई नीड टू चेंज इट टू इंडेक्स। इट इज नॉट वन। ये मुझे बता रहा है कि मार्केट नीचे है, तो मुझे ऊपर के साइड का गेम खेलना है। Don't worry about the future, look at the present. And you can do this with line chart as well. Simple line chart, मेरे option last जो class workshop लिया था, this is not a workshop, I have explained. And latest जो workshop आएगा almost at the end of the period, I will teach you without any indicator how to sell the options. With this is उसको pit trading, पुराने जमाने में होता पिट ट्रेडिंग। जो लोग कैसे दिखाए पिट ट्रेडिंग? These are pit trading system. This used to be the trading pit. ये जो strategy that I will show later on in that workshop, it will be from the pit trading strategy. Today pit no longer exists, but the strategies are still very powerful. मार्केट ट्रेंड्स इन अ वीकडेज उतना जल्दी चेंज कहां होता है सर? धीरे धीरे देखिए, डाउ देखिए, धीरे धीरे चेंज हुआ। आप एसेट मास्टर लगाए, कितना दिनों से बता रहा है मार्केट धीरे धीरे जा रहा है, एकदम से बिल्कुल नहीं गया। ये गलत फहमी है मदन जी. या स्टॉक कैन जंप अप, दैट इज डिफरेंट, स्टॉक्स डिफरेंट, बट इट इज धीरे धीरे ही जाता है. कभी भी बहुत रेयर केस में जंप होता है. जियोपॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस, याद रखिए ये रूल. जियोपॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस in 80% of the case, say Iran attack, Israel attack, some happened, geopolitics, 80% case it's a buy support. और मैं एक बार नहीं, लास्ट 50 year हिस्ट्री देख के बोल रहा हूं, 80% केस इट्स अ बाय सपोर्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी. जियोपॉलिटिक्स. As you remain in the market, study the past, these knowledges will come to you. I will not agree market direct jata, never. Market remains bullish, then remain range bound. आप मेरा गोल्ड वीडियो देख लो, मैं बता रहा हूं हर जगह पे धीरे धीरे गोल्ड नीचे जा रहा है. और अब क्यों गोल्ड नहीं नीचे ऊपर नहीं जा रहा? Why is it not going up gold? When everybody thinks, everybody loves gold, उस टाइम पे नहीं जाता. When जब सबको गोल्ड पसंद है, everybody इंस्टाग्राम में आ गया, then gold does not go up. आप वहां पे स्टॉकेज सोशल में जाओ. If you have stockage social, go to money control. कोई भी ट्रेड आएगा, लोग क्या सब टारगेट क्या है? 90% people fail in this game, and those asking in the stockage is the retail crowd. If they want the target, you better not want the target. 90% जो कर रहा है वो करके आप इस गेम में सक्सेसफुल नहीं होगी. That is the rule. Whether आप मुझे बिलीव करो ना करो, that is going to happen. Psychology will continue to play a havoc role in this business. Please post a peak of Nifty evening after end of clear a better view. आपके पास एक्सेस रहेगा मदन जी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हरी मत कीजिए एक्सेस का. आप 15 दिन का एक्सेस आराम से ले सकते हैं, एज दिस इज अ ट्रायल. सो आपको मेरा स्क्रीनशॉट का जरूरत नहीं है. You can have it live, directly see in the market, and try to build the right mindset with this setup, even if you will not use it for later part. But याद रखिए, this I have said every class में बोलता हूँ, setup is beautiful, rainbow is beautiful, but this alone cannot make you super successful. अगर यही true होता, मेरे रेनबो ग्रुप में एक आदमी 90% CAGR नहीं करता, एक आदमी 11 नहीं करता, एक 40 नहीं करता. I have 3 examples. One did 11, one did 90, one did 40. Same setup. Psychology, preparation, they will continue to remain important. Can we sell in the money call? Yes, वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूं. In the money call sell. Okay, let me check. Sell call. No. Sell call in the money मतलब क्या है? In the money call selling सर बोल रहे हैं. सो इन द मनी मतलब है जो करंट जो प्राइस है उसके नीचे, मतलब 25,000 का कॉल विल बी इन द मनी कॉल. तो सर बेचना चाहते हैं इन द मनी कॉल. सर व्हाट इज द गेम सर? व्हाट यू आर डूइंग? प्रेडिक्टिंग विनर्स गेम. नो, प्ले द लूजर स्टाइल, प्ले द डिफेंसिव स्टाइल, यू विल कम आउट. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा आप जीत नहीं सकते, but look at your chance of winning. You will make 18% per week. साल महीने में 60%, yearly 500. Not going to happen. SEBI बता रहा है 10% successful. Highly unlikely. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा आप सक्सेस नहीं हो सकते. Unlikely. रोहित जी बोल रहे हैं stocks are equally manipulated. You have largely, I have worked with some millionaire traders. My brother manages $10 billion for Goldman Sachs. I have little fair idea about what these big players are capable of. They have central limit order book. They can see anywhere you put the stop loss. They have enormous advantage. बट साथ में एक चीज आपको क्लियर कर दूं रोहित जी, इफ यू आर लूजिंग मनी दैट नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ द ऑपरेटर्स। प्रॉब्लम पुराने जमाने में और भी डिफिकल्ट था, चिट्ठी भेजना पड़ता था कंपनी में, तब जाके एनुअल रिपोर्ट वो लोग मेल करते थे। Currently, trading has many way has become much easier than in the past. मतलब जो काम associated है, tools are very easy and cheap in today's world. That's all for today, friends. I hope आज का सेशन कुछ वैल्यू ऐड किया। आप अगर इस सेटअप, मैं तो रिकमेंड करूंगा, इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू यूज द सेटअप, इट इज विल बी बेटर। First, you go to my YouTube channel. Under my YouTube channel, under playlist, you will find, first of all, Namaskar दोस्तों, very warm welcome to another video with SD. Here I'm going to talk about generational shift. Generational shift के बारे में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं। But एक चीज याद रखिएगा, ये वीडियो, सॉरी, दिखा नहीं कहां से चालू हो गया। Let me first pause this. Playlist. Playlist में if you want to learn about how to use the rainbow setup, there is a playlist for it. बहुत free videos भी है, if you want to learn about the bond market is there. कहाँ गया? Strategies, concepts there, option is there. Yeah, rainbow learn to use. Actually picture change हो गई इसलिए नहीं मिल रहा था। Rainbow learn to use. View full playlist. आप only you can choose the option part and several option videos are there. थोड़ा वर्क करके अगर आप देख लोगे, दिस इज से ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग एंड ऑप्शन का डिफरेंट स्ट्रेटेजीज वेयर दोज आर फ्री वीडियोस, डिफरेंट ऑप्शन स्ट्रेटेजीज, ऑप्शन एडवांस ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग, डिफरेंट स्ट्रेटेजीज एक्सप्लेन किया गया है। You can have a look at those videos, and once you feel ready, a form will be shared, not today, next week. You can fill up the form as shown is the trading view ID, and you can fill up the form and get the access. And याद रखिएगा, it is an automatic process. मैं किसी का access remove नहीं करता, आज तक नहीं किया हूं। It is an automatic process. It auto expires in 15 days. It will auto expire for you the day you take the access, not with today. जिस दिन आप एक्सेस लोगे उस दिन से ऑटोमेटिकली 15 डेज ये सेटअप मींस एक्सपायर करेगा। और अगर मैं गलत इंप्रेशन दिया हूं वंस अगेन कि ट्रेडिंग इज अबाउट दिस इंडिकेटर, आई विल नेवर एवर से दैट। Then I'll be insulting my first mentor, Dr. Bobby, who did not know even the candlesticks. So that is not true, but at the same time, it is a very, very powerful setup. But this is, if you choose to go, originally मुझे बोला गया था कि setup access दे दो, but I can't do that. Because setup देने से कोई super successful trader नहीं बनेगा। So to do justice to the learners as well as to my own setup, I take regular classes. And regular class में I cover stocks, bond investing, commodity, all are part of it. It is option just आप एक part देख रहे हैं। It is a multi-asset trading with the rainbow wave. ऐसा कुछ मेरे स्टूडेंट है क्रिप्टो ट्रेड करते हैं with this setup, not with the option one asset master. I don't trade crypto. मैं बहुत बार सोचा बट कर नहीं पाया बिकॉज आई कुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड इट एज एन एसेट क्लास, मुझे पसंद नहीं आया। एंड करेंसी एनीवे उस टाइम पे क्रिप्टो से ज्यादा रिटर्न देता है। So it is up to you what you will trade, because it is not a fixed strategy. It is an understanding of the market. Market, once you know the setup, market will start talking with you, and who makes us to help in trading is the market. आप फ्यूचर को भूल जाइए, प्रेजेंट को देखिए। प्रेजेंट में मार्केट क्या बोल रहा है? दिस इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट, सॉरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रेजिस्टेंस। क्यों नहीं बियर पुट स्प्रेड जिसमें 2.9% आएगा विद इन अ फ्यू डेज? क्यों ऐसा ट्रेड नहीं? ऐसा ट्रेड ही मैं करना चाहता। सो वंस अगेन आई हैव क्लियर्ड अप दिस। सो डोंट टेक इट एज अ, ये मैं बार बार बोलता हूं, डोंट टेक इट एज अ शॉर्टकट। इफ यू विल ट्राई टू ज्वाइन, come and join to have the right mindset to do the psychological homework. Otherwise ये और एक वेस्टेज होगा। अगर आपके माइंडसेट में साइकोलॉजिकल होमवर्क जो मैं बोलूंगा अगर आप ना करने का मन है, इट इज बेटर यू नॉट ज्वाइन, बिकॉज इट वंस अगेन इट विल फेल। इट विल मे बी गिव यू, लास्ट टाइम अगर आप 20%, मे बी इट विल गिव यू 5%, आप 40, 50, 90 नहीं आएगा। द साइकोलॉजी मेकअप जो होमवर्क मैं हर क्लास में बोलता हूं, दोज हैज टू बी डन वेरी वेरी क्लियरली, वो आपको करना पड़ेगा। इफ यू फील दैट यू आर रेडी to take the chance once again and give it a try, that if you have it in you in the trading, then I'm ready to welcome you. First have a see the how it is. That's why you can check it yourself live. You check it, see if it's suiting you, if it is. एंड याद रखे इसके साथ कभी भी कैंडल मत यूज कीजिए। अगर आप कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, लाइन चार्ट इस्तेमाल कीजिए, नेवर एवर द कैंडल। तब जाके आप इस चार्ट को खत्म कर दे, बिकॉज हर कैंडल में ये प्राइस एक्शन रेड नहीं दिखाता। हर रेड कैंडल इट डज नॉट शो अ रेड सिग्नल। दिस कैंडल्स आर डिफरेंट देन योर रेगुलर कैंडल्स। So cost, I try to control only the second part of the cost, means the renewal cost. If anyone will renew it, I have fixed it at 20,000 plus tax, which will include all the setup plus my classes. I don't think you will find much cheaper alternative than this. So that's all friends, thank you so much. I hope आज का सेशन आप लोगों को अच्छा लगा, it was helpful. Please attend the other session if you want to take live feedback from my regular rainbow students. They will give you the right feedback, whether it's good, bad, how they are doing it. The next two classes are with the live batches. So आप फिर से समझ पाओगे, सुन पाओगे, देख सकते हो वो लोग क्या क्वेरी पूछ रहे हैं. So you will have a better clarity. What are these candles called? These candles are called Shi Hanbun no Ashi candles. All the rainbow classes are usually in the evening 7:30 same time, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. हम लोग meet करेंगे Wednesday and Friday with the regular batch. इसका recording आपको मिलेगा, but बाद में नेक्स्ट जो दो बैच आ रहा है उसका रिकॉर्डिंग आपको नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज दोज रिकॉर्डिंग विल रिमेन विद द ईलान मार्केट. सो क्या कॉस्ट आएगा आपको ओवरऑल ये ज्वाइन करने का? इफ यू कॉल दिस मेंटोरशिप, कॉल दिस एक्सेस, वट एवर यू कॉल इट, दैट कैन बी डिसाइडेड बाय द ईलान मार्केट्स. I control the renewal cost. I don't control the cost what will be in it. टीएमपी के लिए कैसा, यू कैन ज्वाइन आफ्टर टीएमपी, बट इफ यू थिंक आपका माइंडसेट, या तो आपका अगर कोई सेल्स टीम आपको ऐसा बताया गया है कि टीएमपी करके आप सक्सेसफुल नहीं है, ट्राई दिस स्टॉक. नो 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 नो. मेरा अदर कोर्स इज, इट डज नॉट कवर ऑप्शंस, but it covers the right mindset, global market, commodities, which is part of TMP. So you take it, if you are coming to this, don't come to with this idea just because you failed over there you will be, no, you have failed over there after my class means you have not done the homeworks. Same or close to psychology homeworks I cover in the TMP as well, और वो आप कीजिए इनफ, बट कुछ चीज उसमें मैं कवर नहीं करता. टू कोर्सेज आर डिफरेंट, दे आर like Rainbow will cover more action oriented course. Here I will not talk about fundamentals or sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis के साथ कैसे bottom पकड़ते हैं, I have shown in TMP and I will continue to show in TMP. There are different ways. Similarly, rainbow continues for the whole year. एक 1.5 महीना मैं जो लोगों को बोलता हूँ, लोग सुनते नहीं हैं. They don't do the psychology homework. And majority turnout improve हुआ है significantly. 10% to मैं बोलूंगा 40% चलो successful. Everyone नहीं हो रहा. And the only reason is the psychology, not doing the homework, not coming to class. These are the only reasons. There are no other reasons that आप अगर सही mentality option उसमें नहीं आता but commodity आता है. Gold, silver should be enough to generate good quality money. गोल्ड होता है, छोरा ला या छोरी. स्टॉक भी ला सकता है बट स्टॉक का एक प्रॉब्लम है. स्टॉक ट्रेडिंग में नो मैटर एवरीबडी, सबको मालूम है रिलायंस इज अ ग्रेट स्टॉक. इसमें कोई डाउट ही नहीं है. रिलायंस इज अ ग्रेट कंपनी, ग्रेट स्टॉक्स. अब बताओ रिलायंस क्यों हर बार ऊपर नहीं जाता? इट गोज डाउन एज वेल, अगेन गोज अप. स्टॉक्स आर स्लाइटली डिफरेंट. ईच एसेट क्लास जो है हर एक थोड़ा डिफरेंट, हर एक को डिफरेंट तरीके से अप्रोच करना चाहिए. यू कैन नॉट अप्लाई द सेम सेटअप, ओके, but psychology approach would be different for each asset class. स्टॉक आपको चलिए देखते हैं. एक स्टॉक आरबीएल बैंक और चलो एमसीएक्स. एक एनालिस्ट बोल देगा स्टॉक एज का, हम लोग यहां पे बाई बोले थे एंड यहां पे चलो आप एग्जिट कर लो. वो आदमी कभी नहीं बोलेगा इस बीच में कैसे जीना है, ये जो बिग ड्रॉप हुआ, हाउ टू लिव थ्रू दिस, हाउ टू लिव थ्रू द डाउन टर्न. They will look at this price and say final price is reached. An analyst is a person जिसको कभी mark to market नहीं करना पड़ता, whereas a trader has to do mark to market. So there is a significant difference between analyst and predicting where Nifty will be going and actually trading it. Let's look at RBL Bank. I think it is an RBL. No, not RBL. That which one? Okay, Force Motors. शूटिंग स्टार वीकली पे आप एग्जिट ना करके रह सकते हो? The analyst will not teach you about this, how shooting star exit. Now the stock is up, you are forced in the psychology, oh God, and you will conclude, oh, candlesticks don't work. Candlesticks don't work, उसके पीछे reason है, it is not working. Stocks will shake you off, इसीलिए बोलते हैं bull riding. बुल आपको पीठ से धकेल देने की कोशिश कर. That's all friends, thank you so much. I hope मैं डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन कर पाया. I hope you thought the session was helpful. कुछ वैल्यू ऐड हुआ? Any feedback you'd like to give? ओके, अगर आप स्टॉक में अच्छा है तो जरूर स्टॉक में रहिए, बट स्टॉक में ना डाउन टर्न भी आता है, बियर मार्केट, तो थोड़ा केयरफुली रहिएगा स्टॉक में. एंड जब बियर मार्केट आएगा तब आपको एक्चुअली कैश में बैठना है एंड वो डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. आप बियर मार्केट में भी पार्टिसिपेट करते हो एंड द प्रॉफिटेबल ट्रेड नीचे चला जाता है. मेरे कुछ दोस्त हैं जो जब मार्केट बढ़ रहा था एंड हर बार जब मार्केट बढ़ता है वो लोग मुझे आके बोलते हैं कि वी आर रेडी टू लिव आवर जॉब, वी आर बिकमिंग ट्रेडर. एंड आफ्टर सितंबर और जब भी मार्केट डाउन होता है दे गो बैक टू देयर जॉब, दे डोंट टॉक अबाउट एनीथिंग. हमारे बिजनेस में एक बहुत पुराना सेइंग है, डोंट मिक्स योर ब्रेन विद द बुल मार्केट. लास्ट जो 2020 से जो मार्केट आप देखे हो, इट इज नॉट द नॉर्म. एवरेज मार्केट निफ्टी रिटर्न मेरे विश्वास करने का जरूरत नहीं है, आप टेस्ट करके देख लो। निफ्टी हैज गिवन रिटर्न ऑफ 15%। आज का मॉर्निंग का बिजनेस लाइन देख लो, सारा म्यूचुअल फंड डिटेल्स पब्लिश्ड। मेजॉरिटी म्यूचुअल फंड इन द 10 year मेकिंग 15%, but in the last 5 year infrastructure fund has made 33%। और मेरा दोस्त सोचता है आई कैन डू SIP एंड आई विल गेट 25-4%, और मुझे बोलता है आप क्यों बोल रहे हो कि 20% ट्राई करो, आई कैन इजीली डू 24। जब मेरा दोस्त हु इज नॉट अ ट्रेडर थिंक्स ही कैन इजीली डू 24, तब हो गया, मार्केट का टॉपिंग आ रहा है। एंड जब बियर मार्केट होगा, स्टॉक में कमाना विल बी बिकम वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन फॉर टेकिंग द टाइम for joining the class. Best wishes from my side to your trading and investing journey. Thank you so much once again.